Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I'd share with you 10 things that I am going to be letting go of this year in order to live a more simple life. And along with this, I am planning to do a series of videos about each of these 10 things separately. Each month I will focus on a different thing I'm letting go of and kind of talk about how or the steps I'm taking to let go and the things that I am doing in that area. So today I'm going to go through the 10 things I'm letting go of and what I'm sort of replacing that with. And I'm just going to grab my glasses and my planner here so I can not forget anything. So the first thing that I'm going to be letting go of this year are things that no longer serve me. And I'm doing that in order to be able to focus on the things that matter most. And I think decluttering in life is a really big, has been a really big thing for me probably for the last 10 years or so. I think we live in a society that values more and bigger and better and newer. And I am really kind of cutting back and simplifying my life and trying to make room for the things that matter, prioritizing things. And it's not only just stuff, it's also people, experiences, how I spend my time, the things that I'm doing day to day. So I will talk more about that in that video. The second thing I'm letting go of is what I'm calling the hustle. And the hustle for me has been kind of how I lived my life up until probably my 40s. It was always more is more, and it was always bigger, better, more. And I was on kind of a path in life that was exhausting and stressful. And I think I have really started taking steps already to kind of be more intentional. So I'll be replacing the hustle with trying to live more intentionally, trying to be a more conscious consumer, trying to be more mindful about how I spend my time and the people I spend my time with. So yeah, the hustle is definitely another area I will be focused on letting go of for 2025. The third thing that I am going to be letting go of in 2025 is perfectionism and trying to just be okay with good enough. And this is a really big one for me. I am someone who only pretty recently realized that I am quite a perfectionist. I do identify with a lot of traits of perfectionism, and I am really trying to be more go with the flow and done is better than perfect. And that whole mindset is something that I'm definitely trying to be better at in my life. There's a whole lot of reasons why I am the way I am, and things that sort of create perfectionism that go back to my childhood. But yeah, I think I am actively working on being less of a perfectionist. The fourth thing that I am letting go of in 2025 is negativity and trying to replace that with more positive influences in my life. And there are a lot of ways I'm going to be doing this, but one thing that has been working for me already is really cutting back on the media that I am consuming, the news especially. I really try to only spend a limited amount of time and sources of getting my information every day, because it really can affect your mood and affect things affect your life in a way that is negative and in a way that you really can't even control. I'm also trying to, look at the people I associate with and my community and be more mindful about spending my time with really positive minded people who lift each other up, and spending less of my time focused on things that just bring me down. So that is another thing that I will get deeper into when I do that video. The fifth thing that I am going to be letting go of in 2025 are toxic relationships. And what I've already sort of started doing in this area is really establishing boundaries with not only people, but also with, again, things that I am doing, things that I am consuming. I know that I have suffered from shopping addiction, so I am really putting some boundaries around how I shop and being more mindful and conscious of the purchases that I make. And I think that has been something that has been working really well. So setting boundaries is another area of my life that I took way too long to discover was something that I could actually do and get a lot of my time and and energy back, and being more focused on things that really matter to me. The next thing I'm going to be letting go of in 2025 is worrying. And I'm going to be trying to replace this with just mindfulness, trying to be present. And again, focus on the things that I can control and let go of the things that I cannot. Thinking back to the past and, worrying about things that you said or did is really not helpful. It's not something that is good for any of us. And I have been known to ruminate. I am one of those people that thinks about things I've said or done a little bit too much. And I also have always suffered from anxiety, and I worry a lot about things in my future. And I have gotten really better with that through mindfulness. And that is something that I will continue to do on my mindfulness journey, and we'll be definitely talking more about in that video. The next thing that I am going to be letting go of in 2025 is people pleasing and trying to live a more authentic life, being true to who I am and what I think and how I feel. This is something that, again, goes back to my childhood. I have been a people pleaser all of my life up until recently, when I started really taking control of what I want, what my opinions are on things, and really being a little bit more assertive in my own life. After all, we only have one life, and we should be living it the way we really want to, and not be living according to others' expectations. The next thing that I will be letting go of in 2025 is fitting in and embracing my uniqueness and my differences. I think, throughout my life, it's been so important to me. And I think this happens with everyone since childhood. We all try to fit in to some extent. I lost my mother when I was young. I'm an only child, and I've always felt that I was different, and I always saw this as something bad. And I, made an effort to try to fit in and be more like, normal, I guess you would say. And I think what I've learned from it is, being okay with being different, and how some of those things have made me actually a lot stronger, have made me a lot more resilient, and have made me the person who I am. I think that has been a real big learning for me. So yeah, embracing my own uniqueness and no longer being so concerned with fitting in is definitely another area of focus for me for 2025. The next thing I'm going to be letting go of in 2025 is control, and I am instead going to just let them. And I talked about in my last video a book that I read from Mel Robbins called Let Them, which was a really insightful book and really helpful in learning how to kind of let others think, say, feel the way they want. You really can't control it. You can't control another human being. And so you really have to let them be who they are, and you have to decide for you, take a pause, step away, and how you are going to respond or not in those situations. And that's something that has been really hard for me. I have been a control freak my whole life, and I am really trying to let go. I can be definitely very obsessive about things and not letting go of things, and sometimes it's all about letting go versus letting them. But yeah, I'm really trying to focus again on mindfulness and just letting things be. And the last thing I'm going to be focused on letting go of in 2025 is comparison, and replacing comparison with gratitude. And I think all of us, I know for me anyway, on social media, it's really easy to be looking at what other people are doing and what they are portraying here. And a lot of times you have to sort of step back and remember that this is really only part of who a person is and how they live their life and what they have or don't have. And it's not that I am someone who is easily influenced. I definitely think I take a lot of inspiration from people, and sometimes I am influenced, but I have to be better about just looking at where I'm at in my life and being grateful for the things I have. And that just brings me so much comfort and happiness. I can't even tell you. I think gratitude has become probably the best thing that's happened to my life. Being focused on the things that I love and enjoy, and all the abundance of goodness that are in my life can really help, with any type of comparison in a negative way. And while it's, only natural to compare yourself to others, I think the biggest person you should be in competition with in life is really just yourself, being focused on the goals you set for yourself, being focused on living your life as authentically and happily as you possibly can. And so that is where I'm trying to kind of focus my time instead of paying too much attention to outside influences. So those are the 10 things that I am focused on letting go of in 2025 in order to live a more simple life. I will be doing a more in-depth video, like I said, with each of those 10 things to kind of walk through the how part of what I am doing. But if you have any questions in the meantime or any comments about kind of this topic and you want to add to the discussion below, please do, because I always love hearing from you. And in my last video talking about my goals for the year focused on simplicity, I really got a lot of great feedback from all of you, and I want to continue that. I want to continue having discussions in the comments, so please do leave me your comments and feedback, and I always enjoy connecting with you there. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you soon in my next video, and have a great day.